We're on.
I'm in here.
We're,
I did it. Y'all, technology is not my friend.
we were having some technical difficulties with Instagram Live. I even put my tripod up and everything.
See, I already started my letter. Dear Instagram, okay? Because they need to fix whatever is going on with my live.
For sure.
I swear to you. The first time I found out I couldn't use live was when we were, where were we? Tequila. That day we met that cop. Do you remember that day? Actually, you had to get real, since we're talking about Kendrick, she had to get real Gemini on this man.
I did.
Because he was talking about the city and didn't know what he was talking about.
He didn't know what he was talking about.
Full circle.
He was mentioning a bunch of stuff that's not even within the Los Angeles County. He mentioned it on a previous podcast that don't mention a city that's outside of the county and it's in another county. Like, don't do that.
Literally.
We're very specific. But anyways, you want to unpack this. Let's unpack it. Where do we want to start?
Are we starting from the beginning? Let me play it in the back. Because let me tell you, I've been on Rap Genius. I almost downloaded Tidal because they're the only ones that have the credits updated, the lyrics. You think I'm playing, okay?
That's crazy.
We're starting from whacked out
murals. Yes.
Okay. Had to slow it down because it's important. I was so excited. I put morals on Twitter. I had to delete my whole tweet. I was in the nail shop though. Don't judge me. But I was on. And then, okay, let's stop right there. Are we even a second in? Because did y'all hear I don't think we heard the beginning, so I'm gonna play it again. Oh my gosh, it's like opening up the gates of heaven. I said, oh.
He said, I have arrived. The Savior is here. I heard y'all needed a revival. That's exactly what I got from that.
He said, your grandma's not praying for you. Let me pray. Let me open up.
For sure.
Okay. Open them up. And then... Because how'd she know I was bilingual? Kendrick know that I needed some spit. Do I know what she said? No. I haven't looked it up yet. But I'll tell you, I'm fake bilingual. She's singing a little fast. I just got to break it down, okay? But she sounds good. Okay.
It was so beautiful. I was like, oh, he about to do
I said, wow, I need to hear this live, especially if they do the instrumentation live. Bro, y'all gonna have to take me out on a stretcher. I might pass out. You know how the girls used to pass out for Michael Jackson?
Oh my God.
That's how I feel about this album. I said Kendrick.
If he doesn't come into the Super Bowl with this song, I'm gonna be so upset.
I don't even know how he can come in with TV off. I'll give him that. He could come in with TV off, screaming mustard, or having somebody scream mustard.
Like, this has to be like a really good, great intro. Like, the boogeyman is here. You woken me up all year.
Now, look, you were teasing people. People were talking about this project. Look, I got some. I don't even want to talk about that. When this project was supposed to drop, we didn't have a date. We didn't know. I had a feeling it was coming this year, but then the year was coming to an end, and I was like, maybe it's not coming this year, And the person who been having, I was on a Kendrick hiatus because I was getting too much of Kendrick for a second. So for a second, I was just like, you just got to relax. Like, you're sucking his dick and it's making it hard for me to be attracted to him. Because now I'm wondering if anyway, that's a different story. Sorry. Wow. Moving on. So I had to take a little break from Kendrick. Okay. I had to take a little break. And then he was beefing, I'm a Drake fan.
Take that. It's okay. It's okay. Take that L. Fine.
Look, I don't even see it as an L. I'm not taking anything. I'm still a winner, baby.
It's an L.
I can't take an L. I see them as two completely different musician types. Like, that's why I never fed into the beef. You can't say Drake is the best rapper of all time when he's not known for rapping for lyricism. Like, you guys can't even, the argument was stupid in itself. And y'all wanted to feed in like it was like, I'm not doing that with y'all. Because I know if we were to give me a test and somebody were to recite 5 Drake songs or 5 Kendrick songs, I'm going Drake every time, and I'm not gonna look stupid trying to act like I know To Pimp a Butterfly cover to cover. I don't. It was good. It was great. Damn to me, it was even better. But the real Kendrick fans say it's To Pimp a Butterfly. Moving on. I didn't even know what a G and X was before today.
We learned today. We learned.
We rolling. We rolling.
Ripping through that. We cruising. We in the streets with it. And that's exactly
can
how
I say I'm bruising on here? I'm bruising, baby. Like, what? Come on. Let me just.
But anyway.
La noche. That means the night.
That was a perfect beginner to step through and acknowledge some things, because he called a couple people out.
He did. And so actually I want to ask you, who is the blank? Who do you think the blank was?
Oh no,
I think it's Diddy.
Because honestly, mine was like, I wonder what he said, and I said I wonder too. But I feel like with everything going on, it may be that, honestly. So, but he said what he said. He said what he said. And it was necessary, apparently.
Ooh. I started reading, because, I told you I was doing my research. I started reading. I saw people start saying it was Diddy. I said, oh. Let me listen again.
You might not be surprised because, Yeah.
He said, Unc, you better have been high when you said Taylor made. I said, oh my gosh. How you gonna check? Unc was talking about, I was high.
Yeah, he acknowledged.
Me too.
He said, I got you.
He said it was the edibles.
To be honest, and honestly, I'm sure he already knew about that bar, and they already had that conversation on the phone.
I agree. I think, as much as I think we get obviously the released version, we get the ending, we get the final product, right? These songs, I'm not even going to call it a song. These lyrics have to be passed around before they're turned into a song. This music is passed around. Producers are playing around with different things. Multiple people are having access to these things before it gets to us. Certain people know what's coming out, and there's no issue. Like, I don't know. I also see Unc as one that never picked a side, so I think he cleared that up very well.
Yeah, sure, not at all.
But I think you're right. I think he knew. I think a couple people knew.
Oh, for sure.
I think just like when they were arguing at the beginning of the year, just like somebody told J. Cole, you might want to step out of this one.
Yeah.
Before all of that came out.
Q told him, like, it
was Q. Okay. I see. I didn't know.
You want to stay out of that. And honestly, I'm not going to toot my own horn, but as a Gemini, you want to stay out of it. Don't ever try to be a mediator, because that's never a good idea. That man hates that man, and you got to let that man hate that man and let him finish what that man done started. Because to my understanding, Drake has been dropping sneak disses for years.
Damn, what's the sneak diss to Kendrick?
It's a build-up. I've heard it's like he's been sneak dissing everybody because he feel like he's just all the way up here. But at the end of the day, it's like, bro, I get it. You cool. You got bops. You got bops to the club. You got bops da-da-da. But at the end of the day, like the man saying, you really not like us for real. Like the cosplay, you in Memphis, the only touch that you really got with Memphis is your daddy. You going to Atlanta feeling like you with the goons, and that's you really not like that for real. So at the end of the day, it's kind of like
your what do you call him? Whatever he calls Wayne. Like, he even told you, you're not like that. Like, you don't need to transition. Like, sometimes I really wish there wasn't such a hard shift with Drake.
Yo, for sure.
Like, one thing I really like, so I've never been a rap guru, hip hop, whatever. So I'm not one to do that, right? And that's probably why Drake is in my top 3 when it comes to rappers, because I like commercial stuff. I like stuff that'll get to me. One thing I will say, though, from the beginning of his career to now, this man lyrically has become unstoppable. This man's connection points, this man's I don't even know how to say it, the timing in which he decides to drop things. I just realized today is November 22nd. Like, that's JFK's assassination date. He made a reference to a headshot. You're sick. I love it.
He's an artist. He's an artist. Like, he's gonna make the connections. He's gonna,
like, are you kidding me? And then when you actually have people like me who aren't really educated on everything that is rap, you have me taking the time to go out and research this stuff. I'm looking into, so you're educating me. On top of it, you're using your voice to expand my mind. Like,
that's how it's supposed to be. That's how music is supposed to be.
I haven't had an album, and that's why, look, Top Dog has been one. I like Dreamville too, but Top Dog has consistently been one of the greatest labels and teams since we were in high school.
Oh, for sure.
Since we were in high school. And to see all of those artists continue to grow in their lyricism, in their artistry, in their creativity. SZA, oh man.
And also, like, with you saying that, I feel like that's why we connect with them so well, because they started when we were young, and we were seeing them get their peak and their aha moment now. Like, they're pushing past the mainstream, and they're letting everybody know this has been authentic from the jump.
Literally, like, this has been us from the jump.
Yeah.
Like, literally, no. I won't even say this has been us from the jump, but this is like, because now they're greater than where they were. You know what I'm saying? It's like they were already here, and now they're just surpassing everything that it is. Like, what was I about to say? Wow, I just got so excited. I was texting you. I haven't had an album in a really long time that I could listen to front to back since probably Control.
Mm-hmm.
This did it for me. This is exactly what I needed. And then it was somebody speaking things in which I've been real quiet about. Mm-hmm. Been speaking feelings I've had, you know. This man came out the gate
for sure
speaking my mind. So I almost wish he wasn't so focused on Drake, so we could have got this a long time. Like, I needed this. He should have been sending TV off to me in March, because he was right. You can't play with these weird. You don't let them don't put yourself in your hands, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Touch the screen.
And I'm sure Drake is not the only one.
And Drake is not no, not at all. This man came for everybody, low-key.
He came for everybody.
He said, except for Nas. He said Nas congratulated me. Hov gave Hov his credit, but like, it's pretty hard not to give Hov credit in the rap industry.
Sure.
Like, but just, you know, like, and then to be respected enough for other people that we do see as like the kings of rap. Like, I know we already touched on this a little bit, but do you know how respected you have to be to have like the legends of rap saying, my bad, bro? You know, like,
yeah, no,
I was kidding.
Bro. Like, it
was a jokey joke.
No,
like, I don't want any beef. Like, do you know? Yeah, he did that, and I still look. He did that. You know what? I dated Gemini again after this. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
You should.
This, y'all are a little crazy. You know I'm not right up here. You know I be missing stuff sometimes.
It's fine, because I be missing stuff too, and I entertain it. It's fine. We could be missing stuff together.
That's the problem with us, air signs. We always flying away from sense.
Listen. Hey, somebody got to do it.
Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to be the one.
And it's just one of everything just connected so well, because he hopped from whacked out murals basically telling them, like, do you know who the fuck I am? Do you know who I am? For you to do that, and let me tell you who I am. Then he went into Squabble Up. And
then he said, I'm going to tell you who I am, and then try to fight me. He said, fight me about it.
Yeah.
He said, I'm me. He said, I'm the one. Remember, y'all wanted some big three that. No, I'm number one. Fight me.
He said, I need that. And he said, I'm on that.
Said, I'm forever. Forever.
I'm
forever on it.
And then he got a little bit deeper with Man in the Garden, that touched me.
Bro.
That touched me deeply because
take it back one step though. Take it back one step because we have to give. I've been on this song. This is the one I've been playing nonstop. We're gonna take it to track number 3. First and foremost, the fact that it was the 3rd track, and we know that's my favorite number. Don't play with me. Second of all, do you know how hard it is to get a Luther Vandross sample?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, let's
do
talk.
You know what you have to do to get... Oh my gosh. I'm gonna pass out. It's so good. Like, Luther...
Somebody on Twitter said that man just sat up in his grave and was like, run it back.
Yeah, literally said, oh, I like that. He said, I like that.
Yeah.
He said, go ahead.
For sure.
This is crazy because I remember literally 2 years ago, I said, I'm so tired of hearing about women being disrespected. Y'all just using these random samples that nobody connects to or cares about. Like, I want rappers to use these old love songs and tell a woman how they really feel, how they want to bring them, how they want to treat them for real. This man said, if this world now, He said he would take all of my dreams and just blow them up. He said he would introduce that light and that fire. Okay, not just, he said he's gonna put the beam on them before he fires. That's a love song. That is a love song. Man, yeah, go to the grass, go to the man, let's go to the next one.
You know, yeah, he said
I could talk about Man in the Garden, at the garden. I'm at the garden with you, Kendrick. The flowers are blooming. This is such a classic, like, hip hop. Like, it's not even, there's nothing to even say. Like, and there's everything to say. I don't talk about Hey Now. Oh, this is your stuff. I know you like this one.
With what?
Reincarnated.
I kept talking about that song in the new podcast that we literally just filmed like an hour ago. And the reason why I say it's my favorite is because, number one, as a millennial, you know what I'm saying? As someone who is an avid diehard Pac fan, you feel me? And for someone like Kendrick to have that type of connection to Tupac, it was just so... When it first came on, when the beat dropped, I said, oh my God, he sampled Machiavelli. He sampled this man from his Machiavelli era, because Pac went from his, revolution, Afrocentric,
yep.
To his gangster rap. Machiavelli was the peak in which he was just so passionate, and not only that, he was just, I don't want to say angry.
I was gonna say angry. That's the only word. He was frustrated.
It's just a raw album. It's so freaking raw. And when he starts spitting his flow, I swear to God, I started crying. I got chills because I was just like,
yeah, girl, what is it Mortal Man? What's the one? I think it's Mortal Man where he has... No, it's not Mortal Man. What's the one where he's like talking to Pac at the end of a song, or he's like asking him questions or something? Do you know what I'm talking about? Is it?
I know which one you're talking about, but I can't remember the name. But that right.
So that song gives me chills already. So you've already been saying that you were like him coming back, and you're finishing what it is. I'm getting chills talking about it. That made me feel it. That made me feel like, oh man, you studied. This is somebody that has studied and, like, I don't want to say surpassed his teacher, but like extended the legacy.
Yes. That's
just
exactly
took it over. Like said, "Oh no, we're not." He was just getting us started. He was getting us started, and I'm gonna continue it until I can't anymore. I'm gonna kill off all of y'all that have been getting in the way of what the actual message is. Y'all are distracting people from what real rap is. And I'll look. That's where I'll stand with them. I'll say, "Hey, you're right. My favorite rapper is a commercial artist, okay, and I'll take that. That is a club bopper hopper ho, okay, and that's fine because we need that sometimes, okay."
Oh my
But this man made me appreciate what these men were doing back in the. I don't think we have real rappers these days, to be honest with you,
it's very rare.
Like, I don't think they're getting the credit. I think they're being discouraged, so they stopped really going through what they are, like creating the way in which they should. Like, but also I'm an R&B girly, so you can correct me if I'm wrong. But I feel like when I go back and listen to rap, I'm listening to 90s rap. I'm listening to where, you know what I'm saying, where they were saying stuff that not only rhymed, but you're giving me a message. I'm leaving with something every single time you're playing, and it sounds good, and I feel good behind it. This album sounded good. I was pumped this morning. Kyrie, I'm so pumped. Kyrie, that's my son, is doing the ad libs, y'all. Like, he's singing in Spanish. Don't know what this lady's singing. He talking about noche. I said, son, okay.
I just feel like this album put so adrenaline up in my system, because when I told you, like, Maya was like, I feel like the Hulk right now. I feel like I could just start flipping. She said,
literally, like, you just got pumped with something. Like, this year was so painful. This year was so just like, this really reminds me of, like, what year was it terrible for everybody? Was it 2016? Something like that. This felt like an adult 2016. And when I tell you, this album gave me the energy for this last month. This last week and a half of November and last month of the year. When I tell you I'm about to play this album out, y'all gonna be so tired of me. Like, every response I have to anybody is gonna be a lyric from one of these songs.
I'm running it down.
It's not even gonna be me responding anymore. Like, I'm gonna find what song represents the moment I'm in. I'm responding with the lyric. Like, this gave me energy to just, like,
I honestly feel like so many things that I can appreciate about this album, in which, number one, other than the artistry of it, like, he's paid homage to Pac. He's also paid homage to Nas, because the beat that he used for, I believe, Man at the Garden is Nas's I Need Is One. You know? So, and I didn't realize that until my aunt was over here, because she freaking loves music. We could talk about this all day, but she was like, that's Nas's song. And when she pointed it out, I said, it is. And it just goes to show his appreciation for the people, paved the way for him.
That's what it is.
And when you said about that whole talk, like handing the torch off, you know, that connection that he has to Pac, and, you know, being able to have that moment of which Nas congratulated him on, and plus he listened to Nas growing up, and that's part of
in the music. It's like you're hearing all of his real art. Like, you're hearing, that's what I'm saying. The student really dove into these lectures. Absolutely. Like, and when I say lectures, I mean these songs, these lyrics, these projects these people were putting out years before, like, we were really here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so beautiful. Like, it's a beautiful project. And, like, you hear everybody. Like, you hear Hove, you hear, look, I know we're not gonna say it, but just, like, I hear the anger and intensity of Biggie. Biggie has a song, and it's a diss. And when I tell you, like, I had to pause it a couple times, because I was like, oh, Biggie's a little sick. Like, he's a little angry, and he should have seen a therapist. No.
Biggie got some dark songs. Biggie got dark music. And I don't know what it was about Pac and Biggie, about them getting into a very dark place within themselves to where they had to put that out there. But it goes to show, like, other than them being an artist and them being famous and being these celebrities, they're human beings that are going through things, and they don't know what's wrong with them, and they're in a world where they're misunderstood. And this limelight, and people don't understand why Pac is spitting at the cameraman outside, and while George Jefferson walked outside the court after he was shooting policemen. Like, they don't.
No, for real.
People don't get it.
They're not putting it together.
Also, another person that has also been misunderstood in this world. So,
and they're hearing it. They're hearing it.
And we're hearing it. And, in a bar that Kendrick said, he was like, F the multiple entendres. I'm going to make y'all know this.
Yeah.
He said that in the first song. I'm gonna make
Girl, you want to know something so crazy? This is how I listen to this too many times. I'm driving to my hair appointment. I'm literally making the left onto, what is it? If I'm on Centinela, I'm making a left onto Florence. That lyric came on. When I tell you I slowed down, I said, oh, wow.
Because you're going to feel it.
I said,
brace yourself.
You talking to me?
Yeah. Talking to everybody.
Because I do. Like, I didn't do it. I'm not doing it. Leave me out of it. I know not to get involved.
And everybody getting hit with strays today. Good morning, 9 a.m.
I said,
9 a.m. While I'm rolling on Central heading towards Rosecrans, about to give me something to eat.
All of us getting attacked.
All of us getting hit. We getting hit. He said, I mind my business, but every time
I pay homage,
I mind my business. I pour into my family business, but every time one of y'all try to come for me, I'm finishing it. It's done. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's done for. But also too, like, all that to say, with him just putting the authenticity of the music and paying homage to all these people, he's also paying homage to LA, because we got songs that we used to be that we used to party to. When was the last time we went like this? When was the last time we went like this?
I can't even remember the last time people were in LA were actually working together to become something. It's so dog eat dog out here. Like, people are so willing to step on somebody else. The fact, bro, I already gave Kendrick his flowers for the Kenny and Friends thing, because I wasn't expecting to see so many, I'm not going to call them the up and coming LA artists. Just him being aware of them, him giving them their place, him putting, what is it? AC chai, AK chai. Do you know?
Like,
girl, I told you I'm out the loop. I don't know. I don't even know.
We heading towards the
we getting there. Okay. I got it. Next time I'm on here, I got it, y'all. Okay. I was just excited about this.
As
reach to him. It's big, because I remember getting a call from my best friend. She's out with a couple of people. She was like, man, I'm at his house. I didn't even know I broke a table. It was like, I broke this man's table.
All righty.
But that just, because she's hanging out with him before he was really known, things like that. But just like the fact that I'm hearing you on a Kendrick album. And he's pumping you up.
Yeah.
Bro, that's amazing. Oh, let me take it to like Kendrick's beginning, for real. Because before Mad City, Kendrick had a couple of little things out, nothing too like big, whatever. He was he was a I don't know. He was a neighborhood delicacy. Let's say it like that. Like, people in LA knew who Kendrick was, but not really outside of that. Miles used to be in class with one of his cousins, and I remember they were advertising. They were like, look, this guy named Kendrick Lamar, he's coming out. He's a rapper. We would love if you guys just share this stuff around the school. You know, us in high school, we're hearing it. Like, this is cool. Yes, it's from home. We're loving it. If I would have known Kendrick was going to become who he was today,
Man.
Or like, I shouldn't even say if I would have known, because obviously he had the caliber from when he started, or like he had the ability when he started. But the way in which seeing like those backhand people, like your family members pumping you up, you know, like your auntie saying, "Hey, look out for my nephew," to you repping the city.
Yeah. Like we literally saw Rose grow through the concrete.
Literally, like we saw him planted. We saw him fight through it. We saw him bud and blossom. Like,
yes.
And I'm gonna let you know. After Damn, I was really worried about him, because what's in between these two albums, Mr. Morale or something like that.
Mr. Morale is an album that I enjoy because it was just one of those things to where it's just like, you know what, I'm battling myself.
Yeah.
You know, Mr. Duckworth versus Mr. Morale. It's like Mr. Hyde. Like,
yes,
battle. It's a me versus me. I got me against my ego. And it's something that, you know, people used to talk mad crap about that album.
Yeah.
It's not a bopper. It's slow.
Yeah. But I think that was one of his more personal ones.
Yeah.
I don't think that was for us. Like, you know what
I don't think so either.
So, like, to have this album come out, I feel like he was like, all right, y'all wanted to talk all this mess. Y'all wanted something so bad. Y'all needed all this attention.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Served it on a platter and said, have fun.
Here you go. With that as you will. I'm going to go back to minding my business.
Literally. I'm going to go back to my wife now.
Go
back to crip walking with my kids.
For sure. For sure.
Goodbye.
And I'm going to continue to educate my children so they can be better than me and be more than me. Like, come on.
We didn't deserve that.
We didn't. I was like, we don't deserve that, man. But honestly, we probably needed it.
No,
we needed it. We needed it.
Bro, I can't wait until I learn all of these songs, bro.
Oh, bro, I'm studying. Like, listen, I'm trying to make sure that, you know, on the way out to Temecula, I'm looking at the lyrics, studying them, making sure I got, you know, the main lyrics out the way. So when they're played tomorrow night, I can scream at the top of my lungs, because it I don't know. That's just another album that I just felt like right in the gut. Like, that's, I don't know. Like, I ain't heard beats like that since we were going to house parties in LA, bro. Like,
okay, so let's also bring this back to like old school LA when we were doing things. We had the YGs, the Tigers, the Mustards, the like. I feel like Mustard. When Mustard and YG fell out,
let's not leave the ladies out. We had the Vixens.
Oh, we had Vixenians. Sorry, babies. Pink Dollars. We had all of y'all. We had y'all to. You right. Vixen held it down for a while.
Now we got,
you know what I'm saying?
Got the Cuzzos.
Cuzzos are killing. I love.
They're killing it. They are killing.
I love them down.
I love them too. They're great.
I hate home. Me too. Me too. That's a banger. They got bangers. Okay. Anyway, back to like, I swear when they fell apart, I felt like, or like when they tried to make that transition from jerking music
to mainstream.
That wasn't the direction we wanted to take it. I don't think anybody wanted to take it, but I think everybody was very busy trying to get out of their circumstances.
Yeah.
And they thought, I have to continue rising up. Like, I'm getting traction now. Like, I have to do whatever. Like, it's going to continue. That wasn't going to continue. Your movement.
Gotcha.
In fact, you guys got into more arguments than anything. And all of you guys, I felt like there was a decline in talent for a while.
Gotcha.
I don't feel like Mustard was making beats the way he would. Like, granted, you have your residency in Vegas and you're killing things, but you playing all the stuff from my high school, college days.
Yeah.
Where's your new, like, you weren't making the things that were popping off and grabbing us and keeping us the way you were back in the day. YG either. I think we lost him to another demographic. But what are we gonna do? We're gonna listen to Kendrick. That's what we're gonna do.
Because he's the king of the West.
Because he's the king of the West.
It is king of the West. And, before we take our commercial break, we do have 4.5 minutes until we can get back in. Yeah, it's the thing with Zoom, like they make you want to upgrade and pay
into that. I don't want to do that.
Lex, I got that. You got 10 minutes, and I'm like, but we ain't got 10 minutes. Like, we got more to talk.
We got more things to discuss. That's why. Okay, no. Tomorrow, what we're gonna do? We're gonna play it on the way because we got an hour and 15-minute drive. I think we're gonna play the 45 minutes, and we're gonna watch our reactions. No, we're gonna play and pause because I gotta play. Nah, because then I'm not gonna get through it. I'll be pausing every note. She said, "El Noche."
What's the beat drop? You like? Hold on. Did you hear that? I'm like, it's only 3 seconds in. We got.
You probably be like, Alex, that was fourth.
Like, let it breathe for a little bit.
Why would she do that? Why would she say that? Why would he do that? Like, I just want to scream Mustard's name over and over. Like, also, I'm gonna go back to credits because I know we're about to get kicked off real quick. A really good album will force me to look at everybody a part of the project.
Oh, absolutely. I feel like that's how I raised with CDs and everything.
That's the one thing I miss about having that little, the album cover you could pull out and read.
Yeah.
I just put Soundwave. Shout out to you. And Top Off or something like that. Shout out to you. I didn't know you were on stuff that I've been listening to since middle school.
Kamasi.
I just tweeted about all three of them. Kamasi. I'm really on you. Really on you. The production team on this all the way through.
Yeah.
The vocalist all the way through. Bro, Roddy is on Dodger Blue. I didn't even catch it.
Oh, I didn't catch it either. Lefty Gunplay is on TV off. I didn't know, but he's right in the credits. I said additional vocals. Oh, let me
run. Okay, yeah. Let me.
I need a booklet. He's putting people from the city on.
All over the city. The
county.
He said, "Nah, we gonna tell them why."
Yeah.
We're like this. We're gonna tell you why you're not like us. Like, y'all thought this was catchy. Y'all thought this was cute. Y'all wanted to be a part and think you were the ones that weren't like. No, baby.
Sweetheart.
This is why you can't sit with us. You don't wear pink on Wednesday.
Don't. Not even blue.
Not. Gang, not you. Okay?
Don't even.
Tag, you aren't it.
Probably never wore a pro club ever in your life. Picked up.
You know where to get a pro club?
I picked up Tuesday.
Girl, I saw that. I said she was not joking.
I was not playing.
I said, get her and Maya off the streets. Take them back home. Finna call their mom.
I almost went back to Chester and be like,
Because why would you say I'm starting to see spaceships on Rosecrans?
Chris felt that one. I said, oh yeah, he going crazy. He and the OC going crazy.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
You gonna mention the 10 freeway? Okay.
For sure. But we're definitely about to get kicked off now. Thank you so much for unpacking.
Thanks for having me. I'm finna shed a tear. I'm finna blast this while making these drinks for Freak Nick.
Definitely. And we'll definitely gonna just tune in some more of it tomorrow.
Absolutely. I'm not done. I'm just getting started.
Oh,
just like K-Dot. Because I know there's another half to this. I know he's not done.
There you go. Well, thank you so much, sis. I will see you tomorrow.
See you soon.